you've ever, at any point, seen this clip anywhere online, well, first thing, your FYP is cooked. But second, that also means that you've seen at least a part of the second season of Oshinoko, and probably didn't even know, just like me. Now look, I know I've already made 2 entire videos on this anime, and I can't even promise this will be the last one. But listen to me, this anime had me giggling and wiggling my toes. I think that by that point, it's actually a requirement. I watched Oshinoko season 1 and 2 an entire year apart, and without me rewatching the first season, this actually made me more interested in the anime than I already was. Most anime are like my internet, either on or off. But mostly off though. You know, they have their moments that hit, but it's always on occasion. So then I gotta ask, like, hitting 100% of the time, is that like actually a thing? But let me back up for a second, why am I like this? It's honestly been a bit since I've heard anything about Oshinoko from anyone I didn't know personally. Up to that point, I hadn't seen any videos about it or anything being written about it. And like I said at the beginning, I didn't know this was referencing it. So as a result, what I thought was, oh, see, because I don't hear anybody talking about it, it must have fallen off. That is still the funniest joke I've ever told in my entire life. Oshinoko is one of the only 2023 anime I can remember that went on for 3 parts and improved literally everything on every new part. In case you couldn't tell, this doesn't happen every season, or every year even, and that's why I'm giving it such high praise. It's why I made 3 separate videos on this thing, because I thought every new part was the anime's peak. And listen, it's okay to disagree with me, you know, you'd just be wrong. The anime does everything it can with its current story and genre, and even reaches beyond that sometimes. If you just take a step back and ignore the bright lights, you can really start to notice that Oshinoko is just a really weird kid, man. Hey, kind people in my phone, if you would allow me a minute to ramble, Oshinoko is an anomaly to me. I've already said how unlikely it was to be actually good for 3 separate parts, especially when it's about one thing that I actually don't have any real interest in. But what I'm talking about here is how unpredictable the anime is able to be. Like somehow, even with the amount of anime I've seen, a lot of the time I still don't actually know what's gonna happen in the series at all. I thought the anime might try to ease up and make the characters fit in more of an archetype, to try to appeal to what most people would expect. But it doesn't, and to me that's the absolute best thing ever. The anime doesn't feel like it's trying to make Aqua, for instance, more predictable or plain, so you can feel like you're him or like you do what he does. He just does what he does, and if you don't like it, drop the show, bruh. But then on the other hand, Oshinoko takes the most anime approach to acting I've seen in the like 2 theater anime that exist. It doesn't try to show what's actually going on in the play, because if it did, I'd magically always have more important things to do, like iron my snake's toenail clippings or water my dreads. I don't even have dreads. But everything else was true though. So instead it captures the essence of acting. The way somebody dominates a scene, the way someone adapts to flow changes, and even how someone can make someone else stand out. And just to make this clear, I have no actual theater experience, so I can't speak on if this is actually true. Plus it's an anime, so it's probably super exaggerated here and way cooler. But on the slimmest chance it is true, that's one of the coolest things to be able to bring out in a 24-minute episode. And do you know what's even crazier than that? This isn't even a theater anime. This is an idol anime, and to anyone who's interacted with the opposite gender in a non-parasocial manner any time over the past month, you probably don't know what that means. That means this anime is about girls in candy-colored skirts dancing and telling you lies. TLDR, it has no reason going this hard. All things considered, Oshinoko should have been scorching chemical waste, but at this point calling it that might actually be a war crime. Not only is the story genuinely super interesting, and the music absolutely perfect for what this anime is, but Oshinoko also looks unbelievable. Like, have you ever taken a step back to really notice how much detail is put into each of these shots? And then remember the fact that they're actually being animated and that even the base animation is abnormally good? I'm actually convinced that if nothing else, this is one of the best looking summer 2024 anime. Wait, summer 2024? What the freak? Do you know how hard it was even finding a thumbnail for this video? Every second looks so good. And you can really tell there was hard work that went into every cut. So before 2025 anime does its thing, I really just wanted to appreciate the level of quality we're consistently getting in an anime like this. Oshinoko is one of the only anime I've watched where the series is constantly getting one-upped by itself in every way. I have crazy respect for this series because I feel like it really earned its place in popularity. At the beginning of these videos, when I say I didn't expect to be making this video, I really do mean that. I was working on 2 other videos before this one, and when I watched Oshinoko, I dropped everything else and ran to it like how you do your favorite child. But for now, I should probably get back to work on those other 2 videos I dropped. Thanks for watching. I'm off.